In this session, we're going to look at how to create customers and suppliers in Rise School Management. Okay, I know it is very rare to have customers for a school, given that our customers are our students. But we can have situations where we are renting out our hall to companies or any third party outside from the school, and they will pay us monthly, or they can even give us we send them invoices and they pay accordingly. So these are our customers. These are customers that are not our students. And we also have situations where the school, of course, has a supplier, and the supplier sends out invoices and we pay them accordingly. So if you want to keep track of your customer and suppliers, the first step would be to create them and enter the details in the system. All right, to do so, we go into Quick Menu and Counterparties. You will see that it looks like the screen for your students. What you can do here, if you want to see just your suppliers, you will tick on the suppliers there. If you want to see your customers, you will tick on your customers as well. All right, so let me untick suppliers. This will show me just a list of my customers. Okay, let's create a customer first. So we will click on Create. And the first thing that we're going to do is click on Customer. All right, then we're going to enter the company, the name of the company. Let's say this is going to be Signal Hill Church. Let's say they rent our hall every Sunday and they use our space. So we send them invoices and they pay accordingly. So this is our customer. If they also have the option of having many email addresses, you can also tick on the use multiple email address. Then if you have a specific number that you would like to keep for this customer, you can enter it over here. If you don't have, you can leave it. The system will generate a code automatically. Then you can enter the registration number of the customer, whether the customer is VAT registered or not. Then for your sales account, this is every time you're going to sell something to the customer, it will go there. I would advise you not to do that because the things that you sell to the customer can vary. So I would advise you not to do that. But you can select your accounts receivable account, and this will be your customer control account. Usually that will be filled in the settings, so you won't have to put it all the time. If you have any notes, you can come here and put in the notes. If you would like to enter the contact information for your customer, it will work the same way as with your students. First, you have to save it. Then you go into addresses and contacts. You can double click and enter the information as applicable. Okay, if you want to create more contacts, you can just click create and enter the information as applicable. That's pretty much it for your customers. Now, you can see when I tick customers, I have my customer here. Now let's untick customer and tick suppliers only. And let's create our supplier. Now let's say this is a supplier that we usually buy from, and we always buy in bulk. So I'm going to click on create. And the first thing that I'm going to do here in my suppliers as well is tick that this is a supplier. And as you can see, the screen is pretty much what it was with your customer. The information is the same. The only difference is that here you will tick supplier instead of customer. So my name will be, for example, Pick and Pay. And if I have a specific code for them, or if they have a code for me, I can put it here. If not, the system will generate it on its own. You can enter the information as applicable. The AP account is important. If it's not there, you should always select your supplier control account, but this is also filled in the settings. And then we will save this and go into addresses and contacts to enter the contact information for this supplier. And that's pretty much it for the suppliers as well. So as you can see now, it's ticked only to suppliers, so it shows me only suppliers. If I untick suppliers, we will see that nothing is ticked. So it shows me my students, my suppliers, and my customers. If I tick on customers only, I will see just my customers. If I untick customers and tick students only, I will see only my students. And that's pretty much it for our customers and suppliers.